Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story here on the Rusty Gears SMP server. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So we are here on a very winter's morning here on the server. People have been busy, very busy. I've actually been off today. I've been updating a couple of my mods just to make sure that they're all updated for the beginning of this series. There's been a couple of things I've been working out with those, and I log on today and so much has changed, so much. I'll kind of walk you through what we've been getting on with in here, because obviously some stuff has changed for me as well. But I think first of all I need to catch up a little bit. And I know that Aladark has left me some supplies in here. We have some stuff to make a lantern and some stuff to make some backpacks, which is brilliant. So we will make these and we will make sure that we have now all of the space that we can get. That's brilliant. And then we can make our first lantern. And is that on this side? There we go. Molybdechalcus lantern. So now that we have some proper inventory space and a permanent non-extinguishable light source, we can actually start getting on with some of the building and gathering and everything that I want to do. Now, this building up here, I actually realised that I made it 2 blocks too narrow. It was supposed to be a 17 by 17 and I made it as a 15 by 15. So I've had to push this out on all sides, which has meant that to be able to put the overhang in as well, but I've had to actually extend out the top of this hill by a decent way. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rebuild this hill as a hollow shell, basically. And that will give us the opportunity to be able to take out all of the stuff from inside it. So we can hollow it out and we can use all of this stuff to be able to actually create the shell of it. Oh yeah, there's a bear down there that we've trapped. You can hear him. And then over this side as well, there's a load of wolves somewhere around here. Better not jump because we're in a hole somewhere. You can usually hear them. No, it's a raccoon. So I don't know how my camera account is going to fare in this kind of dark, dingy weather. But let's see if we can get some kind of quick time-lapse type thing about ripping some of this hill down. So I definitely underestimated how long this would take and just how much of a big job this would be. But it is done, it's finally done. So we have the actual building up there now, which is completely gutted underneath, all the way down to here. Now these will be taken out eventually, and we will skim over the top with whatever flooring we want inside. So I'm leaving these in for now, just so that I don't get through even more of yet another bronze pickaxe. We've been through quite a few getting all of this down, and of course all of these shovels as well. Most of it which were actually flint. I think I went through about 30 flint shovels during that. So yeah, crazy. But yeah, now I've got this coming down because I want this hill to actually be a bit of a different shape than it was when we started. So I want it to actually come down this way, and you'll be able to see a bit better on the camera account here as well. So if I bring you over to the camera account, you'll still be able to see me wandering around building. But we have got this little plateau up here, and I want this to be another platform which will kind of have a loose gradient going down to it. So if we just start building this, I suppose, that is 3 here, so that is 4 and 5, and then we'll want 1 and 2, and then a 1, and then a 2 going this way, and then a 5. 2, 3, 4 and 5. And so this will give us a 15 by 15, and then at least that gives us a circle to work with, and then we can branch out from there, so to speak. There's 2, 1, and then another 2 here, and then this is the 5. So there we go. This will give us a bit of space to actually put another small little building, maybe a little shop on here. And then this will have a fairly shallow gradient coming down to here. And then we'll have another fairly shallow gradient. And I think we will want another platform. And it'll probably actually have to go roughly in the center of here. Yeah, it's actually going to have to go inside here. We're going to have to get rid of all of this anyway. So I think from here we want this one to be a bit of a smaller platform. And we'll bring it out this way a bit. And so we don't want this one too big. Right, and now we can just start filling some of this in. I think if we bring this out just a little bit here, we pull this up here, then we can bring this along. And just so we start actually just filling it in now. So we have this a little bit here, and then up onto this big platform, and then up to there. And so I want it to actually kind of loop a bit around, and then this will just travel off over there. So trying to build an organic shape like this is a bit of a long and laborious process, so I thought I would save you some of that hassle and actually record this as another little time lapse here. So here we go, this is the hill complete for now at least. We may tweak it a little bit in the future, but I wanted it to be this kind of nice natural shape here and have a couple of nice little plateaus where we can build like a little market area on here and then up to the main building. Now I haven't really told you what this building is actually going to be. So I've designed this in creative mode and in my test world, but I'm not going to show you now because I want it to be a bit of a surprise. But the overall design is going to be a really tall, elegant spire leading up into the sky up there. And there'll be little lookout platforms at the top of it where we can look out over the landscape on all four sides of it. So this is going to be like a focal point of this village. It's not directly in the centre of everything that we've got going on, but it is pretty much there. And as you can see on the map now, it does give this kind of really prominent big landscape scene in the centre of the village. So that's really cool. And on the back of it here, I've actually created some little overhangs, which I really quite like. And so it seems like the whole hill is kind of stretched out, dragged out that way. And I really quite like the effect of it. Now all of the stuff that we had in a line over here, I have stuck inside this little corridor area here. So we've got all of this stuff. We've got our kitchen area and bed and stuff down below, our little cellar room. All of this is completely spawn proof as well with the stones on the floor. And then in here we have our own area, and this is huge. You can see all my scaffolding which is still up there. And over here we now have the wolf pit actually inside our base, which is going to be nice and fun to try and clear that out. I've started taking down some of the floor here so we can put an actual flooring in. But yeah, we've got a huge underground area here which is just ready for all kinds of stuff to go into it. So with so many people on the server here, the time does pass by pretty quickly. And it's passed by enough that the snow is no longer on the ground. It's still snowing, but it's no longer on the ground. So we can actually see what this place looks like with the green grass. And I really quite like it. I've put this big path in leading up there, all the way down now. And eventually this plateau up here will be largely pathed off as well. And perhaps is actually going to be a big thing for the rest of this episode because I have got a little present for somebody. Now a friend of mine, Zaishia, she is on the server this season. She just started with us this season. And she's lovely. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to her on Twitch, make sure you head over there. She's only doing streaming this season rather than YouTubing. So make sure you go across and give her a follow on there. And she has got this little hovel over here. But she has been busy putting in paths all the way across to the spawn and all the way across to her base in the west as well. And so she's done all of these paths, but there is one thing she is absolutely useless at. And I'm sorry, Zaishia, I've got to say it. You've done it a little bit here. But you are absolutely useless at putting in these steps along the path. And so what I've done is I have got you a little present here. We've got a chest, we've got a load of stone path stairs and a load of stone paths. We're going to go around and make sure that we have got all of the stone stairs in on each of these little bits. Now I have gone around some of these and actually fixed some bits of them, like here. But I think, yeah, no, these are done. But out in the west is where we're going to head off to right now. And we didn't have to come far, and so this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So we put the chest down. I'll actually grab out some of the stairs so that we've got some. We can put that away. And so this isn't actually far away from home, so we can put one in there. And then there's one here. And just carry on like this all the way along. So she is out in the west, so we'll head on through the west teleporter. There we go. and I was told that we should look for the reeds here, and we should head off in this direction. And I've been told to look out for the wolves along the way. There is a big pack of wolves that we have to watch out for. I know she got killed by those wolves about 10 times during her stream the other day. But we'll be okay. Ooh, that's a bear. Ooh, wow. Okay, run away from the bear. I did not expect to see a bear here. Wow, okay. There's a bear on the path. Yeah, we're going to stay away from that. I do not want to be killed by a bear here. That is very, very scary. Those are huge. Wow, okay. Where's it? It kind of blends into the background as well. It's gone. There he is. Okay, he's sleeping again. That's okay. So as we're going along here, I wanted to welcome so many new people to the channel. I've had overwhelming response to the first episode in this series, and it's nice to see so many new faces and so many old faces that I do recognise from the past. It's nice to see you all here again. I hope you're all looking forward to this season. I know that I am. It's nice to actually get back into playing this game. I have been off YouTube for the last few months because I've actually been making mods for this game. And if you don't know all my work, then I've actually got a few mods within this playthrough that we're running here. Now usually I make quality of life mods to make the game a little bit easier or a little bit better to play, a little bit more streamlined. So the three I've mainly got in here are one called Napster, which makes it a bit easier to nap. In fact, if I make a new shovel now, I'm going to need a new shovel anyway, and I'll show you this. So napping in this game, you can't just make tools like Minecraft, you actually have to nap them out of flint for the stone tools anyway. So if we get a shovel head here, you can see this is the pattern we've got to do. Now we can just hold down left click rather than having to nap each individual little bit. And so if I do that again, make another one. If I press Control, then we can actually do this the way you would do it normally without Napster being installed. As you can see, it's a lot more long-winded. So the other two mods are Campaign Cartographer, which is this mod here. Makes it a lot easier to install waypoints on the map and things like this. So there's various things like traders and meteors and things like that will automatically be waypointed as you go along and collect them. And the other one is accessibility tweaks here. Now this makes it a lot easier for me as a YouTuber to actually make videos and stuff. We can turn off various weather effects like rain and hail, lightning flashes, clouds and all sorts. So when I want to make thumbnails, I can just turn the clouds off and then turn them back on. Now the other thing that Zaishi is terrible at is actually cutting down trees in the middle of the paths. So she just puts a path straight through the middle of a tree. Which is infuriating, but hey, never mind. So we will chop this tree down because it's going to have to go anyway. And this is one of the other things I wanted to do on this trip, was actually cut down a load of these trees. There we go. There's going to be a fair few of those. She actually put a path block underneath the tree but didn't actually cut the tree down. God, I don't know. What are you like? Okay, so we're coming up close to where she said the wolves were. It was about around these two small lakes here. So we're going to have to be a bit careful, and it is coming up to night time as well, so this isn't going to be... Oh yeah, there they are, there they are. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, let's run, run. I found the wolves. Ow, okay. Just run, run. They're still on me. into the water. I think we're safe. I think we're safe. But I'm gonna have to stay here till morning. There is no way that I can even attempt to try and fight those. Not like this. I suppose I've got a very wet, very long night ahead of me. She was not joking about those wolves. Okay, so that was terrifying. We've come a little bit further now. I think we're safe from wolves from now on now. So I think we're okay to carry on. So we'll head on through and see where this road takes us. I mean, if you see how far we've already gone, we came from here. We've come all the way along to here. But this area just here I haven't done because that is the death trap right there. And I believe that these are the last two that we have to do. And this is the real reason why I wanted to bring you here. Because Zyshir has found an amazing base to a setup location. Oh no, we do have one more tree to cut down, but we will have a look at this first. Look at this place. This is part of the Better Ruins mod. And these buildings are just incredible. They're beautiful. And she's going to have so much fun rebuilding this. And she has a horse in here. Hello, horsey. Apparently these are really annoying to try and tame up and to try and keep. But we shall have a play around with these later on in the season. I've got some big plans for the horses actually, so I'm hoping that they work. And then in here she's started redoing all the floors and everything. And I was saying on her stream, it's a bit like House Flipper. You first of all do all the cleaning up and everything and tidying away of all the debris and destruction, and then you're ready to actually start building your own stuff into it. So it's going to be such an interesting project. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out on her Twitch stream to see how this place goes, because it's got so much potential. And as soon as I saw that she had found one of these and was building it up, I got so excited for her. It's going to be brilliant. And so just to show you the sheer scale of this building here, it is massive. Such a nice build. I believe it was Archon that originally built this and put it into the mod. So well done to him. It's incredible. And even to the point where down below here we've got cellars and dungeon down here, prison cells and stuff. Really nice. And it's not just for build either. I mean, she's got this huge great big forest here, the big mansion, and then leading out into this. Such a nice spot. I might actually have to come over and grab a little DOS house here or something. Nice little guest house. So I believe that down here is where she stores all of her stuff. So we're going to place our lantern down, take the chest off our back, and we're going to place that on here. And this has basically got in it a load of stuff we picked up along the way, all the wood that we chopped down, a couple of seeds we had to rip up, and some fire clay that we had to take out as well. So that is there for her when she logs back on. If you want to see more of Zyshir, then her details are in the description below, as well as the details for all of the other members of the server. They're all there down there. But I think that is where we're going to leave things for today. I've got a very, very long walk back home. And it's going to take quite a while to get back. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. Oh, hang on, I can't do the outro here. I'm facing into the wind. Let's head back inside. There we go. That's better. We'll head back into here. There we go. Really? You're going to do that, are you? Alright. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.